Hello and welcome back. I wanted to make a video to just kind of announce that we did get back control of my Discord account, so I'm back up and running there. It was a bit harrowing, but we got everything up and running. Obviously, there was a lot of people that were compromised because of my account being compromised, so I've been reaching out to them and working with them. Hopefully, they're able to resolve the issue. I can't do too much, but hopefully the Discord support at the very least can do it. Regardless, we are moving forward. I did want to go ahead and do a little short announcement before I show off the clouds. I'll be probably not doing too much help with people's code in the future. This was because of someone I had helped with their code getting compromised, then them sending me a link saying it was the completed build of the code I was helping them with, and you can see how that went. So, besides that, I also need to go ahead and reinstall my computer. I don't think it compromised anything else. I've done a lot of scans. I've been very safe, but just to be even more safe, I'm going to go ahead and reinstall my computer. As far as the clouds go, I successfully, with a little bit of air quotes around that, successfully managed to get down resing working. So this is actually running at quarter res. So all of these clouds are rendered at quarter resolution and then upscaled back to the native resolution. There are a lot of artifacts as a byproduct of this I still have to work through. So if we get close to a tree, you can see in the background maybe you can see the little pixels. There's kind of an after image of the tree because all of the depth is kind of offset by, I think, maybe 1 pixel. That's something I need to hunt down why it's happening and fix it. Besides that, we've got a couple of other things. The dither is slightly more noticeable at lower resolution. So if we set it down to like 0.8, so this is 64th res or something like that, you can see the dither is very noticeable because it's every other pixel, not in like world space, but in actually the low resolution version. So setting that back up to something like 2 is probably preferable. I don't think I would set it too low unless I was like on a Steam Deck or something maybe. And then besides that, in order to combat this, I've also been testing out the idea of doing blurring. So if I enable that, it will blur the output. I'll just have to resize to reset it. And this does help, and I can actually blur it pretty far to make it look very smooth and very cloud-like. The only problem is right now it's not affecting the edges because of the way I'm using depth discarding to make it actually like not render in front of the clouds here. So that's a problem I just need to resolve. It'll probably be resolved at the same time as I fix the ghosting here. Regardless, all of this is still work in progress, so the work in progress code will go up onto my Patreon. Obviously, there's a lot of issues with it, but I did go ahead and remove, there's a camera.gd script in the scene in the test zip file. I went ahead and removed that just because it was throwing a lot of people off and they weren't able to launch the project. Besides that, be aware this project does require C#. I will convert it to GDScript later when I actually release the plugin, but I do my best work in C#, so I'm doing it there right now, and I'll just convert it later. So make sure you open it with the latest version of Godot using a mono build. Besides that, I hope you all have a wonderful week. I'm going to hop off now and start reinstalling my computer.